Hey everybody, how you doing? Doug Barry here. I appreciate you joining me in this video. You know, we've got a great momentum that is built in this country with our new president, returning president. Let's put it that way, returning president. Yes, Donald Trump, President Donald Trump. A lot of things are happening, a lot of things are unfolding. So the lay of the battlefield will change, of course, because those who resist anything moving towards more of a culture of life and freedom for people and better economy and so forth. All those pieces, securing the border, that's all going to be resisted by some out there. We know that. So we've got to be ready for what may be coming our way and not take our foot off the gas when it comes to our prayer support for the president and the new administration and for all of the efforts that they would be pleased, Lord, in accordance with God and for the benefit of people, for a really good, godly society, decent movement towards progress that is truly fruitful. So we want to continue to pray for that. I want to encourage you all to do that. Don't take it lightly. But also we want to take the steps necessary to be ready. So, the title of this video, what we want to do with this live in this video is 3 things that I just don't leave the house without, because regardless of who's in the White House, there are things out there that can really shake us up. Look, for example, what's going on in California, the wildfires, they're still going on. In fact, I just saw a report last night, new fire had broken out and 55,000 estimated people were being evacuated. We've seen billions of dollars, 135, 150 billion. It's probably higher now, estimated in damage. Now, one of the things that you hear in moments like this, whether it's a hurricane or whether it's a wildfire, could even be a cyber attack. In these types of moments, people, if they have to flee quickly, depending on the circumstances, or maybe there's a cyber attack of some sort that shuts down gas stations, electrical grid goes down, power grid goes down, and you can't get gas. Do you have gas in your car? Are you prepared for that? Can you move quickly? Can you pivot, adapt, and be more mobile? I always say mobility can equal survivability. Adaptability can equal survivability, but we've got to have things in place. So I'm going to get into the 3 things that I don't go anywhere without whenever I leave this house, at least 3. There are many more, but we're going to focus on 3. Would encourage you, though, to go out, click the link in the description below and go out and check out a sale we've got right now. Our BREP course, our Be Ready Emergency Preparedness course, is on sale right now through Tuesday, the 28th at 10 p.m. Central Time. So click the link in the description. It'll get you out there. Great sale price right now. 5 key things we focus on: food, water, shelter, medical, and defense. So again, click that link, go take a look at it, and get in on this sale right now. It will help tremendously. All right, let's get into the first thing. Now, number one thing, well, I would say not the number one thing, but number one on the list is I don't go anywhere without a patch kit. Check this out. This is the coolest thing: patch kit and an air compressor. Now, these are 2 simple things. Combined cost for this, about $100. This is around $60 to $70. It's a Bullseye. That's the brand that I've got. I've got another one of my other vehicles, a little bit larger, that was closer to $100. But what this is a simple way to repair your tire without even having to take the tire off the car. It's changing a flat tire is not always so easy for some people. And when it comes to actually surviving in a crisis situation, if you've got to move fast and you drive over a nail, a screw, something punctures the tread of the tire, and it's just a puncture, you got to pull that nail or that screw out, and then you can patch it with a kit such as this. The details of this sort of work is so simple. I repaired a tire on one of my cars in 12 minutes. I timed it. 12 minutes. Drove over a screw somewhere and was backing out of the driveway and noticed that the tire was low. So I was able to maneuver the tire in a position so that I could see where the screw was and then pull that screw out. And then inside this kit are the simplest little plugs. And I'll just show you, give you a quick look at it. And you've got a couple handful of tools in here, and they're different size kits. You can get them for even $10. This one's closer to $30, $35 approximately. And it comes with even a pair of needle nose pliers. So you can use the needle nose pliers to pull the screw or the nail or whatever has punctured the tire. And then you've got these little strips that are rubberized strips. And then with a device that you just weave it or needle it through, right there, you thread it through that spot, you punch it into that hole. And as you pull this device out, the plug stays in. And then, of course, you're going to fire up your little mini air compressor and you're going to fill that tire back up until you can get back on the road. Now, it's not going to work on the wall of the tire if the wall gets damaged. In most cases, it has to be really pretty much a direct hole of some sort, which is really the majority of our flat tires as we drive over a nail or a screw. I don't go anywhere without that. Simple, easy fix. Don't even have to jack up the vehicle to put the spare on. So keep that in mind. It's a good one. I also don't go anywhere without this particular little device, a NOCO battery charger, okay, battery pack. This is a fantastic little device. I've used it many times, whether the battery went out on my vehicle or whether it went out on a friend's vehicle. That happened once, and even on my riding lawnmower. Very simple device. It's basically like a battery pack, and then you just plug in your cables right here. Standard operating jump start, but you don't need another vehicle. So instead of running jumper cables to another vehicle, you might be in a situation where you don't have access to another vehicle. Maybe you can't get a hold of AAA. Maybe you don't have AAA. You can't call someone to come and help you out. And the time constraint can also be a problem where you're waiting for someone to come and help you. I just pull this out of the back. You can get them with a case. Some come with a case, or you can buy the case optional later. And then inside in the kit, they're also going to give you a cable, a 12 volt, and a standard operating USB charging cable. So you can charge it off of your cigarette lighter in your car, or of course a wall charger, and so forth. Now, this is going to have a light on it. So it's got a flashlight on it as well. And there's multiple settings, just regular light or a flashing light. So it can also be used as an alert to set on the side of the road. If you've got other car problems that the charger's not going to handle, you can still light up the side of the road to protect yourself while you're waiting for help to come in that case. But if it's just a jump start on your battery, this works so simple. All you need to do is pop the hood. You plug this end, of course, into the charger here. You attach these cables to the positive and negative, or some vehicles are going to have a little terminal for just a ground, which is really what the black is. It's a ground. You can attach it to that. Once they're plugged in, you hit the on button right here. You turn your device on. Flip that up so you can see it. There you go. Turn the device on. Hit your ignition. Starts up. Then you just shut her down right here. You got to shut her down, Earl, and then unplug it and put it away. Very simple. Works very quickly. Easy to do. I don't go anywhere without that. It has come in very, very handy. The third item that I don't go anywhere without, and I think everybody should have one of these in their vehicle, is an emergency bag or a go bag. All right, this one version right here. Basically, it's a backpack. You can use a backpack. You can use a duffel bag. You can use anything you want. But it's the idea that you have a bag. I like backpack because if you've got to hike for some distance, you've got to walk for some reason, whether it's car trouble or some other scenario where you've got to get out of that car and just start hoofing it. You can strap this over your shoulders and you're ready to go. In this, I've got a med kit with a tourniquet, basic boo-boo kit, basically, scratches, bruises, and so forth. I've got a bandage in here that's more an emergency bandage, high pressure bandage, quick clot, okay, in case there's a serious wound, a laceration, even a gunshot wound. You can plug the hole and you can put the tourniquet on, of course, put the emergency bandage on. That sort of stuff is in here. I've got beef jerky. I've got we put protein bars in here. I've got a water filter in here, a pair of gloves, a hat, stocking cap, things of this nature. Depending upon what's going on in your climate and in your time, you can have all these things with you accessible to help you get through those moments. Now, you will tailor your go bag to your specific needs, obviously, but I don't go anywhere without it. Now, I want to say this. Do I use these things often? Well, I've used the patch kit, yes. Twice I've had two vehicles that have needed the patch kit. Do I use the air compressor? Yeah, sometimes you just got low air. And in a lot of cases now, you've got to pay for air at gas stations. Don't have to when you've got something as simple as these little air compressors. And the great thing about it is once you fire these up, you hold the button down, it comes on. You're going to have your tire pressure set there. This was last set at 33 pounds. And then I'm going to, gives you a little light too. That's nice. Attach this to the tire and then hit the button. All right. And when you turn this thing on, what it's going to do, there you go, it's going to fill it up until it hits the 33 pounds and then shut off automatically. So you don't have to sit there and watch it. Now, the good thing about this is not only if you need it, do you have it, but it brings a sense of hope, confidence, and peace, not just for you, but for those that are with you, those that are traveling with you. And that's a good thing, especially if you're on a longer road trip. Getting through town is one thing, but when you're driving on the highway, the interstate, you're going on a long road trip, to know that you've got backup, you've got a go bag. So you've got emergency items in the bag for you and those in your vehicle. You've got a tire patch kit and an air compressor, and you've got a backup battery for a jump start and other things. Because with this NOCO, let me go back to that for a minute. You've got other ports in here that allow you to even charge your phone, charge a laptop off of this. It's basically a backup battery that has the attachment to jumpstart a vehicle. You can get on average 15 to 20 jump starts on one charge of the battery. And I can testify to that when it comes to my lawnmower because I used it multiple times until I finally replaced the battery on the lawnmower. So what I'm saying here is not a bad idea to get these items, have them on hand. There are multiple versions of them out there. If you do decide to purchase our BREP course, which is on sale right now, again, click the link in the description. It's on sale until Tuesday the 28th at 10 p.m. Central Time. That course has these types of items and many, many more. It's got a whole list for a go bag. It's got a whole host of other things, from flashlights to survival items to just general common sense. Let's use common sense. I love that our president's using that. Common sense policies, right? These are common sense prepping moves to be better prepared in a very simple, common sense way. We want to use the free will that God gave us. We want to combine that free will with common sense and make good strategic purchases, good decisions to be better prepared, because we do know that things can be thrown at us pretty quickly. You can always have that curveball coming at you and catch you off guard, and you want to be ready to handle that. So again, I hope this helps. I hope you'll go out and check out our BREP course on sale until Tuesday the 28th. I hope you'll share this information with others, share this video with others, at least between now and the 28th, give people a chance to go out and get the BREP course. And at the very least, start looking at your vehicle and start looking at those items that could be very helpful in a crisis. I'll leave you with this. In an interview with a woman who escaped the wildfires out in California about a week ago, she said on the news, if I had prepared better, if I had taken family photos and put them on a thumb drive so I could just grab the thumb drive and have those memories, because they all burned up in the fire. If I had prepared in other ways with other items that I could quickly have thrown in my vehicle, if I would have had, and she said this, a go bag, just a bag that would have allowed me to have items that I needed in an emergency, ready to go at a moment's notice. Many stories of people who just are caught off guard and have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to grab what they can, throw it in the car, and flee. And in some cases, people didn't even get home. They were away from their home when the fire struck their neighborhood, and they couldn't even get home. And all their items were burned to the ground. Those types of things happen, and they're happening right now as this video is live. And it's going to be going on for a while, sadly, for many people. These types of events do occur. Let's be better prepared. Again, don't forget, check that link in the description. The BREP course on sale till next Tuesday, the 28th, 10 p.m. Central Time. And let's do all we can to spiritually and naturally use common sense combined with free will to be better prepared and be a source of hope by the grace of God for those around us that God places in our life and those that God has entrusted to our care. All right. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for being with me. God bless you. We'll see you again soon.